Nope.
College can bring many difficulties when having to juggle academics and social life, and adding a relationship to the equation could make things pretty complicated. So, do you guys think it's better to stay single in college?
I would like to start. I think that it is better to stay single because obviously the relationships that we have don't really work. I think a lot of guys tend to cheat in college because I think it's easy access to a lot of
That's
women.
stereotypical, bro.
Yeah, I wouldn't say all guys cheat. I would say that some guys just realize they don't want to be in a relationship.
They don't know how to
I agree with you,
express
bro.
it.
I agree. Some
Yes.
people just get like, you know what I'm saying? You get friends, and when you see you with the friends, you might think they doing something. They ain't doing that, like getting a number at a party. You know
Exactly.
what I'm saying?
Like getting a
We-
So, you
man.
don't think getting a number is crossing the line?
Nah.
Why
Like
not?
that's my homie. Like she wanted to talk to me about my organization, bro. Like, can we not do that? Like,
Surely it could just be.
You believe that?
Not even for a second.
come on, James. You know I love you, boo.
Okay, so how about, social media is huge nowadays, especially being college students. Do you feel like relationships are best kept a secret while in college?
Nah.
It's depending on where
Why
you
not?
at.
I think that it's important for people to know you're in a relationship. I don't think that your personal business of the relationship should be for the public, but the fact that you are in a relationship should be known and respected.
I feel that. Like, but I
Just
also
respect-
believe
wait.
it's where you at in your relationship that social media starts.
Definitely where you are at. Like,
Yeah.
I just want to get back to the respected thing. If you're in a relationship, it should be respected. So when someone's in a relationship and you decide to text that person and have a side relationship with it, do you think that you're being respectful to what's already going on?
No, I don't, but personally I wouldn't know because I wasn't in that situation.
Ooh, I feel some tension here. How about we change the swing of things? So, how do you guys feel about first dates? Sex or kissing on the first date?
Why not?
You're saying yes to both?
I'm not gonna say no.
I mean, if it happens, it happens. It's not really a thing that you talk about too.
then there is that chemistry.
Yeah.
But like you
We
guys
just
aren't
mix
gonna
it
judge.
mainly, you feel?
We're getting a little hype over here. What did you
I
say?
feel like guys usually judge girls for that though, so it's kind of confusing because you say it's fine, but then that girl's a thought the next. Oh, it's fine for the guy, but when
No,
the girl
no,
does
it's
it,
depending on the girl that you're doing it with, and then on in the occasion that you met that girl. You feel me? Like, cause at a party, like, I might judge you a little bit, but if I met you at like the library or
Go ahead, I'm
something, the
judging
first
you.
date, like, we good.
So then, how would you feel about dating a virgin then?
Oh, I mean, I dated a couple virgins in my lifetime. We never had sex though, so it was cool.
So you didn't take their virginity?
I did.
Okay. What about you, Justin? You're a little quiet.
Yeah, I mean, I have no problem dating a girl that was a virgin. Because, I mean, the inexperience is something that's, like, cool to explore, I guess.
but have you?
Yeah. In the past, though. In the past.
Not now.
How about you? Any of the girls want to weigh in on this? Other girls?
What about the guy being a virgin?
Yeah, well,
Like, yeah, like, how y'all feel?
Nah.
Like I said, bro.
Why not though? Why not though?
Because, like, first off, I like someone who takes charge, so if you don't know what you're doing, it's just not gonna work out.
And plus, they don't like minute men.
But you can teach it. You can teach it.
I could teach him, but then
But Theo, you've been a little quiet. You want to weigh in on this?
He's a mentor.
Well, personally, I'm happy with what I get.
You get what?
Nothing. Party done.
All right. So how do you guys feel about sex before a relationship then?
Definitely.
Yeah.
You're saying yes, sex before a relationship.
Like, if you're not a couple, if you're not boyfriend and girlfriend,
Yes.
yeah.
It plays a big part.
So you feel like that's a determining factor if you'll get with someone?
Nah, not really, but like if you, like you said, a virgin, right? Like if you ain't telling me you was a virgin, you know what I'm saying? I know, we did that. Why are we playing? Like sex is sex. Like express your sexuality. If you fucking with me, you fucking with me.
So you would
know.
still date that girl after you had sex before you were meeting?
It's depending on how I feel. How like it can't be an awkward tension between us after that. Like a lot of things get awkward after sex. Like
Yeah, it's
like,
like,
if
if
sex is not an
good,
awkward thing.
we're cool, then
Yeah.
alright, it might be both.
If I deep you down.
Okay, so
You
what about
stick
when you're
around.
in? You and these little analogies. That's interesting. Okay, so what about how do you define or how do you know if you're the side chick?
Right. That's
You
honestly
don't.
something.
That's very hard. It's hard to figure out nowadays, especially with so many media platforms to hide things.
Depending on the time you get called.
Depending on the time who gets called.
Yeah, nice.
Chick gets
Yeah.
called. If
Can
it's
you
after
access
that-
him all the time? Do you know what I'm saying? I think that there's no reason for somebody to be dodging your calls and texts unless they're obviously in class or something like that. If you can't access him all the time and there's only certain times that they become repetitive times, then you're probably someone who's not.
What if they're a busy man and you just can't? That's the only time they have.
Nah, bro,
There's
that's
a
an
difference
excuse,
between
bro.
busy and then putting someone
OG,
in
bro,
a
that's an
box.
excuse. Just because it's some fact that text messages are a thing, and I can shoot you a quick text any time of the day. You feel me?
Oh,
You feel me? Like I
what
do.
about answering
things.
phones?
Well said.
Huh?
What about answering phones?
Oh, but we don't even talk that much.
You don't. You and answering phones is never that good, right?
Never that good. Never.
Okay, so how would you guys define cheating? Because I mean, I feel like there's so many different. Some people view kissing as cheating. Some people view, texting a girl as cheating. So what are your definitions of cheating?
Well, there's physical cheating and there's emotional cheating. And I think that a lot of people say that emotional is worse because that means that you're devoting some of your attention and some of like who you really are to someone else. Physical cheating.
I don't think there's like ranking the type of cheating. It's like if the intentions are there, like it's cheating. Like there's no like.
It ain't one of them things like you got
I
talk
mean,
to
what
the
you're
face, you
saying
chick trying to
is
kiss you
different
and nothing. You kissed her, bro. That's cheating.
Female and males.
What were you
Let Naomi speak a little bit, Mac.
Yeah.
It is said that men cheat without emotion and women cheat with emotion. It's a known fact.
I believe it.
Well, heat
I
and
can see
tension
that.
in the
I
sheets.
mean,
Men cheat more.
So you think that men cheat more, just flat out?
I do. What about you, Naomi?
I think that men definitely cheat more.
Psych?
What?
Yo, women cheat every day.
But
So do men,
women
right?
cheat more?
Yes.
How can you judge that?
Men only cheat on the weekends. Women
Well,
cheat every day.
Oh, men only cheat on the weekends. That's a new one. I never heard that one. Right.
I'm just fucking, hey, yo, world. I'm just talking shit, world. I'm sorry.
Okay, so let's get things rolling here. So, should you have your man pay for the date? And how many times should the man pay for the date? Ladies?
Always.
So you're saying men should always pay for the
I
date?
ain't saying she
Yeah, I
don't
think
go.
Jamie, you've been quiet.
But she
Can
ain't
you weigh in
messing
on
with no
this?
bro.
I think you should always pay. I mean, if the girl wants to pay, it shouldn't be like, oh, she has to pay. But if she wants to, she can.
Now, does Mac pay? I just have to
Oh,
know.
he does.
Okay.
Yo, sometimes, like, my girl a boss. Like, she not my girl, but she's going to be soon. You feel me? She a boss, so, like,
So you guys are talking.
we talking, yeah.
So
What
can
does
you
that mean?
define, exactly, can you define talking for me? Because I feel like that's such a gray area.
Yo, talking is like, let me put it on the paper for you. Talking is conversation. You're conversing with each other, like through text message, through phone call, through FaceTime, cool beans. Dating is when you actually, you know what I'm saying? You actually start doing stuff with that chick. You know what I'm saying? Like you go on dates and stuff like that.
But she just said that
we
you
go
guys
on
want
dates, but it's not like
Okay.
I'm trying to get her. You know what I'm saying? That's the next step. You feel me? So now I'm at that point where I'm trying to date her. We was talking at first though. We went on like 1 or 2. Oh, it's cool.
All right.
Justin, can I ask you what you think talking is?
I think talking is. It's a tough question.
Why do you feel like it's a tough question?
There's a lot of gray area, you know what I mean? Because two people really have to be on the same page with like what the guidelines of the relationship are. And
I think oftentimes we don't do that as college students. I think that we just
Yeah.
leave a lot of
We
gray
skip
area.
that. We skip that.
And
We
that's
skip
where the
that.
awkward
People are
tension and
afraid
awkward.
of that commitment though.
Yeah.
yeah.
Do you guys feel like you're afraid of that commitment?
Not really. It's just something that don't really come up at the time.
It
Like,
needs to be established.
it need to be established. Like,
Yeah, I think
So
it
who
definitely needs
establishes
to
it?
be
That's the
established.
question.
Like
That's the
between the
question.
two people that's going on, you guys need to talk about it at the beginning and establish what's going
But
on.
no one
so
does
that
that.
but
there's no
who
confusion.
pops it off?
Right, so does the man have to establish it or can the woman establish it or is that?
I think it should be like a mutual conversation.
All right, well, there you have it. Thanks for tuning in tonight. Be sure to check out the new season. And I'm Morgan Gordon, your host. Thanks for tuning in.
You know you drive me crazy.